Hello, everyone. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. Happy Juneteenth. If you know what that is, it's probably just a holiday that's observed in the United States. It commemorates the end of chattel slavery. Still kind of a controversial, has it really ended? Wow. But it's a time that people really do celebrate because it marks when the last few people who were enslaved heard that they were free from the government of the United States. So it is a special holiday. It's a very powerful one. And it's actually a holiday that's been adopted by the federal government in the United States. So people have today off. Some people. There's never truly everybody has the day off. Even Christmas in the United States, people are still working. So yeah, I thought I would do a couple of readings just to kind of give honor to a little bit of Black history, Black spirituality. And it's open for everyone. And Mami Wata, I should talk about what this special goddess deity is to me. Mami Wata is a pantheon, really, in the traditional African religion, but she's often depicted as a mermaid or a snake charmer. Like it depends on, there's a lot of different cultures throughout the diaspora that recognize and honor Mami Wata. And particularly, she is part of the Vodun religion. So people who are part of the Vodun practice, whether in Haiti or back on the continent, have a special recognition for her. There are people who are her devotees, if that's a kind of a general term to use. And so people become initiated in the Mami Wata pantheon. I'm not initiated, but I have been to a shrine before, and it was very powerful and received many blessings at that shrine, and was welcomed at that shrine. So, Mami Wata holds a very special place in my heart. I feel like cross-culturally, we will see depictions of her because the mermaid is cross-cultural, right? So if you have a mermaid in your culture or in your spiritual practice, please comment below where you're from. But you know what? I put into the AI generator, I just said, I didn't even say Mami Wata. I just said African goddess, that is emerging from the ocean. And look what it gave me. And it was like totally 4 sentences. And so I just feel like this energy of Mami Wata is known all around because she carries the energy of the ocean. The ocean is deep, it's vast. Even as human beings, we have not, someone made a comment that we have probably done more exploration in space than we have in the ocean. And so like the ocean has its own power and requires our own reverence, right? So it's just kind of interesting that there's still an exploration of the ocean that needs to happen. So anyway, let's get to the channeled messages. This is going to be a channeled message, and I think we'll divide it into 3 different groups. And so, I'm going to put myself a little bit larger so that I could talk to you. But these are the 3 groups. I mean, figuratively, but we'll probably just do more of a collective message. I'm recording this during the day, so I'm not expecting probably for a lot of participation. But if you are out there, please say hello. And let me change the screen so that I can be closer to you all. Okay, so let's do that. And let's put me here. Okay, so hi everyone. Let me put my comments back on. So I'm Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for all of your support, all of your upliftment. Your comments really do lift me up, because I love to just hear what these readings are how they're bringing insight into your own world. So I hope they continue to be helpful. And if you're brand new here, my name is Kamara. I'm a psychic medium. I channel not only my ancestors and spirit, but also the Divine Sibyls that I believe I'm connected to. So if you don't know about them, you might want to research them as well. So I was talking about just a message. Let's just get some channeled messages. I have this is my very first deck. It's called Daughters of the Moon. Unfortunately, YouTube has nudity, guidelines for their community. And this deck, oh my God, it's like every other card. There's a topless image. So what I'm going to do is kind of like hold these cards down here, but the Mami Wata energy wanted me to start off using this deck. So what I'm going to do is, if it's possible to show you the image, I'll show it to you. If not, I will describe it to you. Okay. Oh, but look at the bottom. I think I could show this because she's covering herself. But look, Mommy just showed up right here. Look at that. Ah. So I think it's going to be a very powerful reading. Mommy's already here. Like, yes, let me share. This energy, I have to say, you all, has been with me for years. I've always felt like a deep connection, not only to the ocean, but to the moon, to the depths. I am a Cancer. My birthday's coming up in July. And so I really do feel a deep connection to the Mami Wata pantheon, even if I haven't been traditionally initiated. So hopefully I do justice. I did ask her before I started this reading. So the first channeled message, oh, and this is one that we can show. So maybe she's going to have us pick cards that we can actually sew online. So we have the Three of Cups here. And if you want to know what deck this is, it's my very first deck that I ever received. I am not sure if it's still in print, you all, but it's called Daughters of the Moon. I've had this deck for probably over 30 years. It's my very first tarot deck. So she's starting off with Three of Cups. And she's showing here, she's talking about a relationship, perhaps, or relationships. People who support you, people who lift a cup to you, who offer a cup to you. I remember that she first started teaching me that lesson because I think I grew up probably in some family situations where, it wasn't always that kind of support around you, that kind of like love and support. It was kind of like harder to come by when I was growing up. And I think I had to relearn as an adult, what does it actually feel like to be in energy with people who hold a cup to you? Because a cup is love, support. A cup is respect, honor. And sometimes she's even channeling right now through me. We have to learn what that energy is for us, how to recognize, not just by words, but by action and by energy, what it truly means to have a friend, to have friends around you, or even supportive family around you. When you say you want to do things like start a YouTube channel, are these people like, I'm going to be the first one to join, I'm going to be the first one to subscribe, or do they just scat like, oh, okay, I don't know about that. It could mean that for some of you, she's saying it may be time for you to learn what true friendship, true supportive community, soul tribe is about. But let's see what else the other messages are here. Some of you may already have that, she's saying, and she's very proud of the work that you've been doing to cultivate these relationships. Yeah. She's pointing to the fact that either some of you, or maybe some of you out there who need to or will be, you'll be finding your starseed tribe. And one of the very first readings I posted on this channel was about a message from your starseed ancestors. So you might want to check that out. It was pretty popular. But she is pointing to the fact that some of you are starseed. And I kind of get, and you let me know if you've heard this before too, but starseeds, they're actually sent here to the earth realm. And sometimes they have to land in different places. And so oftentimes as a starseed, you may feel a little different or alien to this world, but you came here with a purpose to teach people, a purpose to show humanity that love is the way, oneness is the way. So there's something here about you and starseed. For many of you, she's saying that you are setting out perhaps on a journey to connect with your starseed siblings. Others of you have done that already, and you're seeing how good it feels. There's a way in which when you connect with a particular starseed, you are connecting with an energy, a community where you can share authentically your feelings, your emotions, and not have people feel intimidated by that, or feel as if you've got to explain yourself sometimes around different emotions. She's saying that's really important to you right now, that you find these people, because there is a part of you that is getting ready to do some important work, and you need support around you. Yeah. One thing that she's pointed out is that you have had to emerge from a lot of stagnant water, meaning for some of you, you've been feeling a little stuck, even not really sure where you need to make a shift. Is it your relationships? Is it where you live? Is it your career? So she's just kind of pointing out here that if you are in a feeling of like a little stagnant, a little confused about your next moves or where you could go to belong, she's saying here that, yeah, you're in the middle of a metamorphosis, quite literally. Not to worry, because the waters are shifting around you. She's showing me that she's even putting her finger in the waters around you and beginning to twirl the waters around you. She's shaped. She's kind of like, I don't know. She's giving me this image of her putting her magical finger into your waters and letting the ripples form. And she's saying in some of these ripples, you will see certain people and conditions float away. While for some of you, you are going to experience that the tides are bringing the right people towards you. So she's saying, do not feel like you need to have a complete control of this process right now. She just wants you to know that she is intentionally creating movement in your emotional world, because she wants for you to find this soul tribe. So if you're feeling a little stagnant, if you're feeling a little bit stuck, she's saying here that you don't need to worry about that stuckness right now. It's kind of like spirit spirit made. She's saying that That stuckness is not just you. Spirit is moving you, helping you to grow. It's almost as if she's saying that when, and I don't know, some people may have been pregnant before, other people probably just heard people talk about this, which is, when sometimes the doctors will give the mother something to bring on the contractions. And so she's saying that that's kind of a likeness of what she's doing in your world right now. She's trying to help you, push you just a little bit to take more chances to grow in your world. Okay. What else, Spirit? Hello, everyone. It's Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. So if you are watching, thank you for joining me. So what else does Mommy want to say to you right now? Yeah. She sees that you've been working hard. And I think for a lot of you, you may be sensing this shift in your career. Not so much your career, she's actually saying it might be your work, just your work day. Some of you, you may be experiencing some kind of work slowdown, or things are a little bit slower than you expect. And she's saying instead of rushing out to do more work, she's saying take that as a clue to start to focus on yourself more and maybe work on some projects that are really just for you. If you have a hobby or you have something that you do on the side, she's really saying that she wants you to take a moment to work on your own passion. Because some of you, she's saying it's if you're just going out and trying to find more work to do, but it's not the passionate stuff, the stuff you're passionate about. And she's saying as you get more into your hobbies, more of the things that you like to do, maybe you like to go to yoga, maybe you like to go to meditation retreats, maybe you like doing art and painting out in nature. She's saying you're going to meet people that way. She's like, your soul tribe is out there. They're not necessarily at your job. Yeah. She's saying they're not necessarily in the places where you're doing a lot of hard work and toil. She's like, they're not there. What else? Spirit. And she's also saying to some of you, that's also not the answer. So if you are an entrepreneur and you're just pouring more and more time into projects, she's really saying that if you went out and made connections with people who are potentially your soul tribe, you're going to become inspired by them. It's actually going to have a really positive effect on the work that you're doing. We have 8 of Wands. Yeah. She's like, very soon you're going to meet these people, but you may need to take some action to go in and accept invitations that are coming your way. Go to that event in the community that you're kind of curious about. She's saying she wants you to get out and meet people. So you have the 7 of Swords in reverse. And I think this is something too that she's saying that to not be so focused. Maybe some of you have experienced betrayal in friendships, or just friendships that weren't very supportive of you. Some of you, it could be, this might be on a binary where you really did experience somebody cheating you or betraying you. And she's saying, well, it's unfortunate you had that experience. She really wants you to get into the energy now of a cleaner slate, allowing people to prove who they are first before you're saying you're guilty first and you need to prove you're innocent. She's kind of like, I don't know, she's pointing to that energy right now for you. that it's better for you to kind of give people a chance. And she's saying that you've learned a lot about who to watch out for. You've learned a lot about the red flags. And so she's showing me that you shouldn't worry so much about getting taken or, having to deal with that energy again. Yeah. She's also saying here that you have the two of pentacles. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what's the best way. Yeah, two of pentacles. She had this come out in reverse saying she wants you to get out of the struggle, out of the hamster wheel. Even if money's a little tight, she really is saying that when you pull back from overworking and really start to have fun in your life, you're going to realize something very powerful that it's going to inspire your work more. And maybe you'll meet some of these people and they're going to give you shortcuts on how to be more successful in your work. She's saying the soul tribe is truly there for you, truly an inspiration for you. Group number 1. Yeah. You're the Queen of Wands here. And she's just saying that, to be in that Queen of Wands energy, allow yourself to be seen, allow yourself to express, especially sensually. She's like, allow yourself to put on your favorite clothes, go out in public. Maybe your hair is all done and, you've got your skin products on. She's saying, like, don't be afraid to be in the sun. Don't be afraid to be the star, especially when you're going to places where you don't know anyone. She's like, it's okay for you to just come in being your brightest, most highest self. She's saying that is also going to put a signature on you for your tribe. She's like, they're going to see you and they're going to be like, oh, this is one of us. Yeah. She says at the bottom of the deck, six of wands here too. Like, allow for your victories, share your wins, share with, because those are the people, when they hear it, they're curious. When they hear it, they're not backing away. They're not jealous or envious. When you tell them about your wins, your victories, all the things that you might have worked on, these are people who are going to want to know more. They're not going to sit here and try to prove that they too have done something or whatever. Like, only, there's a certain exchange that she's wanting you to see, that there are people out there who can really sit with the great things that you've done. Because normally she's saying you do that for others. And so this is an opportunity to learn how to be with people who actually offer you reciprocity. And it doesn't come at some strange price. Yeah. So let's see if there's any closing messages that she has for you. For some of you, she's saying this is going to be about a vacation. You might meet these people on a vacation. For others of you, you might meet these people at a new job or a new career. Even though she's saying don't work so hard, but I think the working hard was more of an isolation that she doesn't want you to be in. But she's saying you may meet these people through a new endeavor, a new project. And she's showing that you've got the key here. It's going to be a very successful, you will find very soon you're going to be successful when you meet these people. And she says owl. So she's showing there's someone you're going to meet that's going to offer you great advice. I mean, it's really going to turn around a project or work that you're doing, because they're going to offer you something that's going to say, hey, if you did it this way, you're going to find that you're not overworking. You're not staying up all night. So there's going to be some very wise counsel in this soul tribe. Yeah, and the star. Guaranteed success. So really, my honeys, she's just saying here for group number one that you have some really great people coming towards you, and to let down your defenses enough. You can take it at the pace you need to take it, but these people, they have something to offer you, and you're really going to feel the difference. She's saying you're going to feel the difference. It's going to feel refreshing to you, actually. Okay, so group number one, that is what I have for you. I hope that that was helpful. And we are going to move to the channeled message for group number two. All right, my honeys. Hello, group number two. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you have been finding, if you are a subscriber, you've been finding my readings interesting. I've been trying to come up with new and different topics. And if you're brand new here, welcome. And I hope that you'll consider subscribing to my brand new channel. So this message is a message from Mami Wata, and it's in celebration of Juneteenth. You do not have to be African American to celebrate Juneteenth. It's a very powerful holiday of liberation, marking liberation for many. So we're going to go to this Daughters of the Moon deck. It was the very first deck that I received. And Mami Wata Energy wanted me to use this deck. So here I am. So group number two, you actually got the Hurricane, Five of Blades, which is Five of Swords. Five of Swords can be interesting, even in the traditional deck, because there's something about someone having a sword, and then there's other people who are disappointed, right? And you'll see somebody in the background kind of really emotional. And what I find interesting about that energy in this card, it's presenting as a hurricane. It's like these blades are part of a storm that's coming in. So let's see what she wants to say about that for you, group number two. What do you want to say to group number two? Trust. The number's 33 on that card. She's saying pick more and one more oracle to go with that. Plunge. Don't hold back. It's time. It's kind of showing a figure plunging into the deep waters. Yeah, she's pointing out here that for some of you in group number two, she's wanting you to break free of some kind of betrayal. It sounds similar to group number one, but group number one was about, I'm just going to clear the air too with Palo Santo just to make sure that group two you're reading, it doesn't merge with one. But she is saying that there's been some kind of upheaval in your life, group number two, some kind of something that's created a little bit of a hurricane in your life, disruption. But she's saying that to not let this create some distrust in your own decisions, meaning you've got to continue to trust yourself. She's wanting you to stand firm in who you are, because you may be hesitating on some kind of opportunity. And she's saying that it's time for you to really go for it. For a small group of you, she's saying this is about a love interest. Maybe in a past relationship, a recent past relationship, you were hurt really bad. And maybe it came all as a surprise. And she's saying here, maybe recently you've met someone new. There's an opportunity to maybe start to date again, or, maybe even get involved with someone as a partner. And she's saying to not be afraid, to trust yourself, trust your inner knowing. She's saying that some things from the past, we just have to learn those lessons. We have to learn those lessons. She's saying here that lessons are afforded to those who can actually learn from them. So she's saying lessons are not for people who have failed, people who are dumb. She's like, no, the lessons are for those who can learn from them, those who can actually those who can actually take the lesson and do something with those pearls. Because in the 9 of Pentacles, you are planting those seeds and you're reaping the blooms, the rewards of those seeds. Because the seeds were the lessons. They were the things that you're like, oh, okay, I need to know that for next time, or I need to know that for the future. So group number 2, she's saying here that a lot of what you need to know, you've put to use. A lot of the hurt and the pain from the past, you put to use. And she's saying that when you do that, you are cultivating your garden. And cultivating your garden is that 9 of Pentacles. You can taste what you have grown and what you have learned from. And she's also pointing out that this is not meant to be a permanent state of singlehood. When these grapes start to bloom, when the fruits show up, make sure that you taste them. That's what I'm hearing from her. Make sure that you taste them. Make sure that you have life, the best of life, in your mouth. That's what I heard her say. Make sure you have the best, the sweetness, all of the nutrients. Make sure that is what you are receiving. You're receiving the pearls have turned into blooms, have turned into fruit. And she's saying, don't let them dry on the vine. Take part of all that you've cultivated. Make sure that you get to enjoy it. You get to embody it. Very deep. What else does she have to say? All right, group number 2. I'm listening too. Yeah, she's saying many of you are so powerful. You're the Hierophant here. She's saying your power is beyond compare. This might be my psychic pile, my pile of tarot readers, my pile of mediums. She's saying you're so powerful with the way that you've cultivated your knowledge. Maybe astrologer too, I heard. Someone's a Reiki person, someone's astrologer. And she's like, look what's coming. You're about to be the star. The star, your name is written, she says, in the cosmos. And you have to begin, she keeps pointing to this card, you have to start trusting where this life is leading you. She's saying, even here, you see it? The star is here, even in the Hierophant card. The star is here. She's like, you are the star. So you can't let this energy, the Five of Blades, the Five of Swords energy, hold you back from your destiny. Yes, bad things happen in life. People will disappoint you. But she's saying those are not even the right people. So you just take those lessons as, you know, a little tap on the head. And she's like, that tap on the head means that you get clear. You got some clarity from this situation. But it is not your life. The storm is not your life. The storm can only last for so long. It's funny, as she brought this group up, this card up, outside of my window, I see a storm is coming. I'm all like, wow. I mean, you all, I just went to the grocery store right before this and it was blazing hot. The sun was like out. It was like a day in the summer. And now it's like gray and overcast. So she's using nature to even show me the storms do not last, but the star is forever in the sky. The star is forever in the sky. She's saying this. So it's out there for someone. Okay. Is there anything else? Let me see if she has a tea leaf message for you. Yeah, she has the fly here, and she's saying, even if some of you have dealt with, you know, some really heavy emotions around what you've experienced in terms of this Five of Swords, she's saying that period is passing. And to allow yourself just to be with the idea that a tower can fall in your life. Storms, fires, they come and they cleanse away all that was toxic so that you can really be in your happiness. You all, there's a storm coming. Wow. There's thunder. So whoever you are in group number 2, she is confirming with nature. I mean, the weather turned like this, you all, but I am in the desert, so it does happen. I don't want to make it sound like it's a huge miracle, but you know, just an hour ago, it was like blazing hot. So this is what you need to know, group number 2. All of this is passing. And in the outcome, she said to show it to you again. The outcome, 9 of Pentacles, wish fulfillment in the material world, the star, and the Hierophant. If some of you have been wondering about using your spiritual tools as your new line of work, this is confirmation. Get on it. Start your YouTube channel. Let me know what the channel is called so I can follow you. She's saying, trust yourself. Group number 2, trust yourself. All right. That rain's there and it has a beautiful smell to it when it's just coming down after all that heat. And I got to tell you all, I'm still battling a very hot apartment, but it feels good. There's some relief in that rain. Let it wash away any doubts that you've had. Let it wash away all of the sadness that you've had. Be with that, because very good times are coming your way, group number 2. Okay? All right. So let's go to our last group. Group number 3. There's a channeled message from Mami Wata for you. And if you don't know who Mami is, she is the mother of the ocean, the mother of us all. It's saying her waters are the same waters that are in the placenta when your parent was pregnant with you. So she is part of all of us. She is honored in many depictions as a mermaid. Cross-culturally. Just go to Pinterest. I used to have a group that I started in, was it Facebook? I can't remember now, but I started a group called Black Mermaid, and people from all over started to publish pictures of mermaids they found, not just the black ones. So just know it's a cross-cultural energy. It is said that she lives deep in the ocean and she has many children, many. And if you resonate with her energy, you are probably a child of hers. There's some of us, we know we're mermaids. We know we're sirens. You're talking to one. And she's like, you are her child. You are her child. I guess we are starting group number 3. You know what I realized is this is just recording. It's not going live out into YouTube, which is totally fine. I guess she wanted it that way. She didn't want me disturbed by comments, maybe. She's just like, I want to give the channeled message. You can post it later. I'm like, all right. This is how it happens when you start to work with her energy. She comes in and I swear you all, she just guides the process. And you learn how to surrender and trust it. She is my mother, my true mother. So group number 3, maybe that's what you need to know. This is your true mother. Look at that. Faith. This is your true mother. Some of you maybe have been having to think about your beliefs, your faith. Maybe some of you are transitioning out of the faith of your family and to the faith of your heart. It could be different, right? So, yeah. Oh, this is one of the naked pictures. It's so beautiful, though, that I'm going to have to like cover it for YouTube. But I'll show you what it was. There's a group, and there's other women here, but there's a group of feminines that are in a waterfall, in a lake where there's a waterfall, and they're all holding hands and they're all naked. I can't show it on YouTube, but this is the 10 of Cups card. Okay, it's the 10 of Cups, group number 3. Mami is starting with that card for you. She's saying here, and look at this. 10 is also on this card of faith. Okay, what is she saying to you? Let's see. Wow. You are in the end of a cycle, group number 3. And she's saying it's ending in the most heartfelt way. You are realizing sometimes when we end a cycle, sometimes you end a cycle, it feels like the end of chaos. But the end of this cycle is so soft, so sweet, so nurturing. Very interesting. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, wow. Group number 3, there's always group number 3. I mean, all of the groups are deep, but group number 3 tends to be like, okay, let's just finish with a finale. Beneath the surface. Look at that. Mami is saying this is you, regardless of your gender. It says here, what really is driving you, true motives, breaking free. She's saying here, you are breaking free. All of what you need right now is being supported by her and your energy. And she wants you to have faith right now. But it may be time for you to really communicate with her. Group number 3, if you are a water baby, if you are a mermaid, a siren, if you connect with the water deities, this is your group. Because she's saying it's time for you to come back to her breast. She needs to feed you. She needs for you to understand something about yourself because you're completing a cycle. Another card came out. Hold on, let me see. Ooh, pink dolphin, celebration, fun, unbridled joy, open heart. It's interesting. In both cards, there's a being, and they're like reaching up. She wants you to start celebrating who you are. For some of you in group number 3, this may be because I'm going with what even is happening while I'm filming this, and it's Pride Month. So happy Pride for people. But she's saying for some of you, there may be a certain kind of full coming out that you'll be doing, or that she is, because there's a little bit of like with the pink dolphin here. Sorry about the light here. But the pink dolphin, there's a little bit of a rainbow here. So I caught that subtlety for some of you. It's not for all of you, but for some of you, you are going to become so fully illuminated in your new identity. If this is for you and you've been like, hey, I'm ready to announce my new identity. I'm ready to be fully recognized in that identity, however it's coming forward for you. But there may be some of you who are part of the alphabet tribe, and she's like bringing that forward. But she's also saying here that it's going to be important for you. It's funny because she's saying, I'm not an earth energy, so I wouldn't tell you to become grounded. She's like, I really want you to come into the waters to receive your groundedness. She's like, come into my waters. For some of you, there is a ritual, a practice that you need to do. You need to go into the water. You need to go and cleanse yourself in the ocean, or a lake, or some kind of body of water. She's wanting you to stand in that body of water and do your prayers and cleanse your head, cleanse your aura. There's something about this new period in your life where you're going to really need a deepened connection with her. So let me know in the comments if that resonates for you, if you are a water child, because she's saying here, it is time for her to put her blessings on you for this new road that you are taking, group number 3. Well, I really wish I could show you that 10 of Cups, because she's saying here that's exactly what it's going to be. A celebration of you. Could you imagine years ago if people were just able to, and there's still some places where people are not able to just be who they are. There's so much restrictions. In fact, I just saw something come across my email in the New York Times that the state of Louisiana, if you live in the United States, you know the state, has made it a law that the 10 commandments have to be posted in every public schoolroom. So you all know. And when I saw that, she said to me, maybe this is why this channeled message is coming forward. She's saying people like me, people who believe in the spirit, might start to be ostracized, might start to be limited, because there's people out there that want to demonize even tarot reading. I faithfully have someone who does a thumbs down on all of my videos. And so I know that those people, and these people follow me on TikTok, and they're always like, in Jesus's name. And you know what? What they don't know is I have a relationship with Jesus, the energy of Jesus. I have a relationship with many spirit guides. And Jesus is very loving, very kind, very open to the mysteries. And if people really knew the stories of the Christ, they would know it's a consciousness, not necessarily a person. consciousness, a heart consciousness. But that's my little soapbox. So what else does Mommy want to share with you right now? Group number 3. Because there's something about you completing a cycle, completing this part of your life. Yeah. The sun is here for you. You will reach up into the sky and connect with the sun. You are going to be very visible in this next stage of your life. Maybe, and she's saying this specifically, so just know there's a few people in this group, but she's saying that maybe your identity and coming out visibly with that identity is really going to put you in a more visible position. Maybe you start an organization, you start a project, or you become part of some kind of, I don't know what it is, but she's saying that when you assume this identity fully, she's like, it's going to shift your life into one that's very visible. Maybe you are someone whose work is very conservative or traditionally has been considered conservative. And maybe you come forward as part of the LGBTQIA community. That's just very specific. For others of you, she's saying that you may be a spiritualist of some sort, and you might be in a profession that's very logic-based. You know what I'm saying? A profession that would look down on this kind of spiritual exploration. And she's saying when you come out, some of you might come out as a witch. You may come out as a spiritualist. You may come out as a priest, a babalao, whatever you're doing. Ifanina. You know, she's like, when you become public with something that has always actually been a part of you, it's going to even impact your public life. She's showing me the 10th house. Yeah. There's going to be a sense of justice with this decision, because maybe you had people on the side telling you it wasn't wise for you to reveal all of who you are. But I think there's going to be something, and the wind outside is just blowing right now. So I think there's a nature confirmation here that when you make this decision to announce all parts of yourself, whether that's sexually, spiritually, it might even be financially for someone. Maybe you haven't been telling people how much money you're making, but maybe there's something you want to donate money to. Maybe there's something you want to be a benefactor of. That's, I don't know why I heard that, but that's for somebody out there too in group number 3. There's some way in which you've been, and she's saying in a soft way, hiding who you are. But she's saying it's not really the right word, because she doesn't believe you are hiding it. She just believes that you have muted that part of yourself. And she's saying when you unmute it, there's a huge blessing there for you, group number 3. An unexpected one. Any last messages? Any last messages, Mommy? Yeah, she's saying that for some of you, you may have thought that as a result of maybe announcing more about who you are, that you would have to leave or flee. And she's saying here, for some of you, that's not necessarily so. But she's also saying for some of you, you may decide to leave. And she says leave is relative to whatever your situation is. It could be a physical leaving. It could be a spiritual leaving, like spiritually leaving a particular religion in order to develop your own particular faith-based practice. She's pointing to, there's a few different people in this pile with different situations. T card. Success. That's all she wanted to say. She's just like, you're going to be successful. The more that you let people know who you are, the more that you let people be with the true you, group number 3, you're going to reap the benefits of it. There is something people have been waiting for, is your energy, your wisdom. They've been waiting for that. They want it. Okay? So I'm going to wrap up here. That was 3 groups, 3 channeled messages from Mami Wata. I thought it was going to be a live where I was going to have people in the chat. And Mami was just like, I looked up and she's like, record only. and I honor and respect her for that. So, let me know in the comments if you have any kind of connection to this water spirit. And let me know if this message resonated at all with you. If you could give me a thumbs up for this reading when you listen to the recording, or if you like the way that I read, please consider subscribing to this channel. It's a work that I've been doing on TikTok, but I really want to do it here and start to create a community. And there's things that I want to do outside of reading tarot, such as dream analysis, dream circle, and a few other things that I'll announce soon. Okay, my honeys, my name is Kamara, and I do appreciate you taking a listen. Take care.